everybody in the Win World? I'm once again Kevin Mumford, and we are again in Nashville doing another industry spotlight. Today we're talking to rapper-songwriter Likwid. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm all right. So when did your love of music begin?
Probably when I was about 14 years old. I didn't really start making music though until about a few years after that. But I think when I was about 14, that's when my love for music began.
So what artists were you listening to when you were 14?
Oh, I'll never forget with Eminem, DMX, and Ludacris. I used to listen to them so much back then.
So what was it about those artists that you loved so much?
So DMX, I loved his realness, his authenticity, how genuine he was. I liked how crazy Eminem was, how like off the wall and how his comedic value. And Ludacris, I felt like he had the best delivery of any rapper ever around that time. Like I just idolized the way he delivered his lyrics. So I used to listen to him a lot.
So what made you go from listening to music to actually wanting to make music for yourself?
You know, it just kind of naturally, like organically happened, I guess, you know. At first I just started like writing rhymes, and then I came across a friend of mine in Antioch High School. His name is Darnell Craig. Shout out to DC, D Sharp, and that's what he goes by. And he's like a musical genius, really. He produces, he sings like Jaheim. It's like crazy. He sings so good. And then he started making music, and he was letting me hear it. He was like, yo, you could hop on one of my tracks. So we started making music together. And then like I still didn't really do anything with it, but I had like this play sister who was like, yo, you should put your music on MySpace. I was like, yo, what the fuck is a MySpace? And she's like,
that's what everyone is saying, is looking at this now.
Yeah, it was like 05, 06, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, she's like, everybody has one. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't fuck with the internet. Cause you know how people were back then. You know what I'm saying? I was like real tough. I was like 17. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so she was like, I'm gonna make one for you. And then like, I don't know, that MySpace page started gathering like traction. And that's kind of what started all of my, you know, that's what started Likwid Flowz.
So when you started realizing your music was gaining traction, did it kind of motivate you to make more music, or did it make you
definitely
nervous?
No, it definitely motivated me to make more music, because I felt like, you know, I felt like I was onto something. I felt like I knew who I was pretty much, even back then, even though like in hindsight I didn't, you know, but still at the time I felt like, yeah, I know who I am. Because at first, when I first recorded myself, I used to didn't like my voice. I was like, man, I don't sound like a rapper. But it turns out that that's what people like gravitate towards. People love my voice. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, I don't know. You might think something's whack, but like other people will love it. So like I don't. And now I really, you know, I really use the hell out of my voice. Like I make sure that's, you know, my money maker. You know what I mean? So I know that's what sets me apart from other rappers. You know what I mean?
So how would you describe your style of rap?
I would say my style of rap is real prolific. I think it's really relatable because it's authentic, it's genuine. I don't ever rap about anything that's just like exaggerated or just not real. Everything I say is something that people go through on a daily basis.
Now you mentioned your voice is one of your finer qualities. So when people think of rap, they think of the lyrics or performance. How important is a person's voice when it comes to music?
I think it's very important, honestly. I think it can be, like it can make or break you, honestly, because I feel like if you have a voice that people don't want to hear, that, you know, that might sound monotonous or just doesn't sound that attractive, I feel like you'll have a harder time pushing your music. But if you know, have a voice that people, you know, just are instantly attracted to, I think it'll work for you. Like, and it could be different than like for me. Like, you know, mine might sound a little bit more smooth or melodic, but you know, there's people like Young Thug. I feel like his voice helps him out a lot because I don't even know what he's saying sometimes. You know, like, but I still like his music. You know.
So you rap in English and you also do Spanglish. So what made you like decide to try to transition into doing more Spanglish?
You know, honestly, I always kind of tried to transition into doing Spanglish, but it never really like caught until like recently. And I think when I started doing it onto like more islandy type of beats, you know, that kind of fit the Spanglish mold, I think that's when people started really noticing it a little bit more. So, I mean, I always have fun with that because I've always known both languages, English and Spanish. So, I've always had fun with that.
So what made you kind of gravitate toward those island sounding beats?
I feel like right now it's just a good vibe. Like right now I'm all about good vibes only. You know, I'm not trying to like really make any music about negativity or like I don't want to attract the wrong kind of energy right now. So I've been really into like fun, loving type of beats. You know, just that, and the island sound just kind of, you know, that reggaeton type of beat just brings good vibes to me.
So like what currently are you listening to? What kind of motivates you?
You know, honestly, and I can say this because I'm so not arrogant, but I listen to myself like more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like my music. Like I really make music that I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to like some people are trying to like make a banger or trying to make a hit. Like me, I don't care about none of that. I want to make a good song. And like, I don't know, I just listen to myself more than anybody.
Now does listening to yourself kind of get you, I know at first you didn't like the sound of your voice.
Yeah.
Did that kind of help you kind of be more comfortable with your sound of your own voice?
I mean, I don't think that particular helped me. I think other people listening to my music helped me become comfortable with my voice. But at this point, I've grown to the point where like, you know, I like my music more than some of my idols, you know, at this point. And I've also been making music a long time, so I've been working on my craft for so long that at this point I've, you know, mastered it enough to where I respect my own music more than I respect some of my idols' music.
Okay. So you're also a songwriter. So what is your process in writing a song?
Well, I mean, I'm always trying to figure out the concept of a song first, right? I like direction. I like to know where we're going with it. What are we trying to exactly say? And you know, I like to work with whoever the client is. And you know, even if it's just for myself, even though like I don't physically write music, but I'm always concept oriented. Like I'm always trying to make music with substance. So I don't ever really want to make things just rhyme for no reason. Like, you know, there's the grass, shake that ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like I always try to make something that just makes sense, you know? So I guess I take more of like a singer-songwriter approach when it comes to making music, like maybe outside of hip-hop genre. Like, you know, I kind of write music kind of like a country singer would write music, you know? I'm always trying to find like an actual topic.
Okay. Well, man, thank you for talking to us today. Would you like to tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, definitely. You can find me anywhere /Likwid Flowz. That's LIKWID, Flowz with a Z. And that's anywhere, literally anywhere.
It's Likwid Flowz, we win radio, and we out.